Right, so here we are back on Blue Velvet, and as you can see, we've just loaded everything for now. It's all going to need stowing and carefully putting away under the bunks and in the lockers and in the cockpit lockers. So we've got lots of food and water, and we've also been to pick up our second-hand Suzuki two-stroke outboard now that it's been serviced, and I've just put it there temporarily because we've got a piece of wood with some U-brackets, so we're going to make a nice mount for that and stow it on the push pit, and we'll possibly have a cover later as well. But it's good because it's very lightweight. It's only a 2-horse two-stroke that I got off eBay, and it's easy to hand down into the tender, into the dinghy. So what's transpired, we were due to leave tonight, although it doesn't really look like it, but whilst tensioning the stern gland, which is supposed to drip water every about 10 seconds, it was doing it every like half a second, you know. So and whilst we were looking at that, we found that this piece of wood here, this what looks like a very strong piece of wood, is now rotten and gone quite soft and waterlogged. So consequently, that bracket where the prop shaft goes through, there's where it comes off the gearbox from the engine, that bracket now is free to move about, and that vibration goes through here to this prop shaft, and as you can see, it's very corroded at the end here, so we've got to be careful, because if that were to break, then there'd be water ingress and that could potentially sink the boat. So we've got to clean that all up nicely with a Brillo pad and make sure it's only surface corrosion on that bronze. And we were going to have to haul out just for the safety, but now we can carefully remove these bolts and have stainless steel plates made either side, which should, I mean, it looks like there's some metal there already actually, but that's only just helping to bond it to the hull. So we'll get stainless steel plates both sides, and that'll make it stronger than it ever was before, because we can't afford to have movement here. Get a slight crack in there and we've had it. So that's the, I can't remember the name of it for a moment, but that's the stern tube, I suppose you'd say, where the prop shaft runs through, and that goes out of the boat there. So that's what we're going to do now. We're going to meet up with the marine engineer, and he's going to pattern that. He's going to make a pattern with some cardboard, and then he's going to get stainless steel made up and very gently and carefully undo those plates, and then we should be all right. So that's it. But prior to meeting him, we need to go to the RYA, because I need to get my ICC, my International Certificate of Confidence, can't even say it, and that's easy to obtain, providing you have the right qualifications. Nice boat going past. So I have various sailing qualifications, and one of them's commercially endorsed, so I just have to show them that, and they sign it off, and they'll give me this International Certificate of Competence, so that I'm allowed to go down the French canals and into Europe. So that's what we're up to now. So we're going to get straight off to the RYA, and then we'll meet up with the engineer, and then we'll come back here, we'll put our outboard bracket on, so that's nice, and then we'll carry on with all the stowing of the food and equipment.